That's a massive crash. A lots of people have blown their account. A lots of people. This is a big movement. It's a huge crash. And this is what exactly we discussed in the beginning of the week. Many traders have fallen into this trap. All right. Now, let's see what was that trap and how we can take the advantage of this crash. Now, the advantage that we have as a trader, as a Forex trader, as a gold trader, is that when it is crashing, if we know that it's gonna crash, we can take the advantage. If we know that it's gonna break out, also we can take the advantage, because we can trade in both way. The gold market had a big crash, and that crash, I think that it might take a lot to the downside. The market is trending with a high volatility at this point. This is the daily chart on gold. Now, as you have seen my yesterday's live session, this is what I discussed, that gold is likely to drop, and it is still dropping. Now it is in a pullback, which is expected, and it is a zone that we can look for another entry. Now, if you are ready for massive another day, make sure that you are not trading sitting down. Okay, Jesse Livermore said that money comes from sitting, not from trading. So don't trade, sit tight, and then let's see where the market is getting tired, and then we will be looking for that entry opportunity. Once you will find the setup, always do the risk management when you are trading. So looking at the daily chart on gold, this is a big drop on gold, massive crash, and a lot of trader who bought this market in that zone has been blown out, except those who are smarter and patient and can knows how to enter in the right place. So at this point, yesterday, this daily candle is a middleman, which is for me a bearish continuation pattern, and today I'm expecting gold to come back down here again to retest that daily 20 EMA, which is another important area of value. The higher it goes today is better for us to find selling opportunity. So where we can expect gold to go up, to travel to this level or to this level here. Okay, this is where we can expect gold to go back up to retest this zone, or even breaking that high, and then to come back down to this level here. So looking at the intraday perspective from the 4-hour, you can see there is a big drop, there is a doji here, and that is where I'm expecting gold to go back up to retest, and then to give up, to give us another selling opportunity. As it is a falling market, what is going down is likely to go down. That's the law of gravity. So if you look at the 1-hour chart, you can see after grabbing liquidity is pushing high again. Now if you look at in that here, this is the previous resistance here, which we can expect to be retest. Currently the price is, you see that this is a 1-hour chart. Gold in 1-hour chart sometimes looks very nice to me. You can see this is a channel here. So when you see a channel, this is a bear flag. After this drop, a bear flag, we can expect initially to break out and then to return back towards its long-term direction of the trend. So I'm still bearish on gold after this yesterday, this massive winner during the NY session. I hope that you guys enjoyed that trade. Let me know if you have enjoyed that and you had a massive one with that. Let's find another one. Just don't expect that always the market might give always in the same way. It might be completely different. That is why we do with proper risk management when we are trading. The price now traveling to the upside, for there is a high probability that it might have a rejection from any of this level. We can, this is a, you see this green candle, this is a high liquidity. This is a fake move. Yesterday when there was a news, suddenly there was a fake move to the upside, which is the 2026 level, 2026-27 level. Break of this high will give us another entry. After a rejection, we'll take another risk with a very smaller risk. Okay guys, playing small will not make you rich, neither will make you playing risky will make you rich. So in both cases you're gonna be poor. If you are not risking in trading, also you're gonna be poor. If you are risking, also you're gonna be poor. So what you need to do is taking the risk, but doing with proper risk management. You need to learn to take the risk, and also you need to learn to do the risk management as well. So hope that you are enjoying the live session. Let me know using the live chat if you're enjoying. And Tony is ready here. Grand Rising, thank you. Josh, coach, when you are trading with the trend, how do you know how to trade a trend change? Josh, this is my favorite question. Very good question you have asked. We'll be discussing on that, when to know that the market changes the trend. But here what do you see? There is, let's see here, there is an entry here. Not yet. I think that it's gonna try to break that high 2027 level, then I will be entering. At the moment we see there is a potential double top formation, but I think that it's gonna try to break out again. Derek, why it crash on uptrend? Very good. This is also we'll be discussing, because you see that when the market creates an all-time high, this is where we could see that the market changing the trend. Can we look at Nasdaq? I will be looking at stereo after this one. Absolutely. Great gold trade, Fred. Yeah, absolutely, we'll have more like that. So here this is a high liquidity zone here, guys. This is my favorite area today, which is absolutely a very high liquidity zone, and we will try to find some liquidity from here. So with that being said, let's keep eye on that zone. This channel, you can see the price is moving in this channel, and that channel we could see that the market is crashing to the upside, breaking that high, and then we could see the market is dropping down from that level, which is highly likely to happen. So let's keep eye on gold. In addition to that, we will be looking at also GJ and other instrument. In the meantime, let me come up with the answer of the question. Coach, when you are trading with the trend, how do you know how to trade at trend change? All right, now the market trends. All right, before I go further, guys, I see that only 6-8 view currently 1-6. Like, let's make it the other way around, 6-1. Can you make 1-6 to 6-1 likes? And also, can you check out that you subscribe to the channel or no? A lot of content every week I'm posting. This week and also I'll be posting some valuable content that will change your trading completely. That's awesome. It's going up. Thank you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now the question is, trading with the trend, and when do you know that the market changes its trend so that you can trade the trend change, right? It's a very valid and justified question. All right, let's look at that point. To understand it, probably if you have a little bit of idea about, many of you probably, driving, except some cases maybe, if you haven't, driven, then, you are very familiar with the roundabout, right? So if I say that, okay, if you are driving in a one-way road and you need to go to the other other way, what should you do, right? Can you go over the island, crash, and then come back this way? No. You need to find what you need to find, you know very well, all right? You need to find a roundabout where you easily can turn around to the other road. The other way, you can find a U-turn bay where there is an opening, and then you can take the U-turn and safely go to the other end, right? So when do you know that? Let's say if you give this task to someone who never have driven, then they might get confused, right? But if you are a driver for some time, if you are driving car for some time, you know it very well, right? You need to find a U-turn bay, or you need to find a roundabout where you can easily safely take the turn from this way to this way, right? Now this candlestick pattern, for me, you see, these are, I use a lot of imagination in my trading, and I believe that you guys also use that. Imagination is the key. That imagination will take you everywhere, according to Einstein. Okay, logic will take you from A to B. So always use your imagination, all right? Now this channel that I use, I think, as some roadway in the market. So the market also has its own map, all right? The market also has its own map, and this is the job that I'm doing here for all of you guys, to show you how to drive in this marketplace. Okay, how to ride the trend and how to find that trend change so that you can ride the other way around as well. So how does the roadway or the market map changes from an uptrend to a downtrend? By breaking down? Not at all. When you see a market break down from a trend, that's a fake down in majority of the time. The market changes its trend by some kind of pattern that you can spot once you understand how to read those patterns, right? So what is pattern? Pattern is everything. When we look outside, how do we recognize something? Okay, how do we recognize a sunflower? From the pattern, right? How do you recognize galaxy? From the pattern. Pattern is everything. So when you look at the pattern, then you can see that something is understandable. So what kind of pattern you need to look at when you are looking at the change of trend? The market changes its trend, creating head and shoulder, double top, double bottom, then sideways movement. And not only that, after it changed its trend, after creating head and shoulder, double top or double bottom, it's gonna change the trend, and then it will create a false breakdown. It will go back to the direction of the trend. You'll find that more often fake head and shoulder than the real head and shoulder. Fake double top, double bottom than the real double top and double bottom. So then how do you combat that situation? Because you'll find a lot of double top just to see that it has gone back up in the major direction of the trend. So how do you know that, okay, it's time that the market changes trend, let's sell or buy? This is the question that we'll be answering in the next couple of minutes. So make sure, guys, you are not missing out. Here I am looking at gold to see how this is reacting to that level. I think that gold is heading to a very important level. This move for me is also a liquidity grab. This resistance is quite significant. Price is approaching 2027 level. Okay, so there is a Okay, still very high probability for this price to go back up to the resistance level. Just if you look at the daily, that is where also the daily resistance level. Okay, so let the market hit that level and then we will be looking for that entry opportunity. It is still in this bullish channel. What we need to see that the market has been able to break out of that bullish channel and then has returned back towards its long-term direction of the trend. So going to that point, now before I go to that point, let me know, did you smash the like button, guys, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Let me see that GBP JPY and then we'll come back to that point. So looking at GBP JPY, here is where we can see that GJ is currently bearish. Now if you have looked at my analysis on GJ yesterday's live session, this is what we discussed on this market also trending down. This doji is forming. For me, it's a bearish pressure on GJ. Now if we look at the monthly, so today also important is GBP JPY and GBP USD. As you know that there is a news coming up, there is a event coming, a very important event coming later today. So if we look at the calendar, now this is the news calendar where we can see that 10 p.m. is GBP BOE Gov Bailey will speak. All right, so sometimes I read it very quietly because I have a little bit of dialects here. Sometimes I find it very what I can say, that confusing sometimes some word. So if you look at GBP, for example, I read most of the time GBP as JDP, GDP as GBP. So anyway, so here is GBP, right, not JDP. So 10 p.m. is coming up, and that will make GBP very volatile. And coming up later, in the night, we will be covering it full on ADP, non-farm employment change. Big news coming, guys. Are you ready for it? If you're ready, I have a very good news for you. I have got at least 20 messages yesterday, and I just told everyone I will announce it in this live session. So few spots available to join us today in our lifetime access plan with NFP coming up. And I know that NFP is a big lesson, big event. Some trader only trade NFP to make the whole month. Okay, we'll do the same thing. We'll be trading NFP together. Now if you are waiting to join us, today there is NFP coupon available for you. You can use that. That will give you, because I want to fill a couple of spots quickly again and then closing down, because whoever coming will be looking to trade together in a very healthy and proper risk management plan with a strategy. So if you are wanting to join us, use that coupon, join us today in lifetime access plan. I can give you also the NFP coupon in the live chat before it ends. You can use that on the lifetime access checkout and then be part of trading community just for a couple of peoples who are willing to join before it's ending. So I have shared on the live chat. You can use that coupon to join us to be part of Forex Trading Wizard Academy, to learn the strategy that I'm trading and also to know all the trade that I'm sending to the group with entry, stop loss and take profit target. So looking at GBP JPY, if you look at here on GBP JPY, this is the monthly bullish candle. Now with that monthly bullish candle on GBP JPY, we see that this is a monthly middleman, And GBP JPY, what I think that it's gonna drop a bit more downside before bouncing off the monthly resistance again. Now if you look at this monthly pin bar, what I think that GJ might come to 184.30, which is almost nearly 100 pip downside is possible before going back up. So looking at the weekly, why I do think so, as I mentioned before, the trend is your friend until you are trading. Okay, as long as you are trading, make friendship with the trend, because when you trade with the trend, you go with the bigger flow in the market. All right, so if you look at that on GJ, you can see that this is the monthly candle, and highly likely you could see that GBP JPY coming down to that level and then going back up. So if you look at the weekly, where we can see there is a weekly gap opening in the first 3 days, significant bearish pressure, and we could see that slowly this market coming down to break that, to fill that imbalance here, which is the fair value gap in that zone. And we could see afterwards GBP JPY is going back up to create a new higher high. Now if we look at the daily today's candle, where GJ, this is the daily move, and this is where you remember that we had a massive winning trade on GJ from this level 5 times, if you remember. And that this kind of trade will give you everything. Okay, everything. All right, this is the main goal here, to take the bigger win, to take the smaller losses, and then keep trading that way. Over the long term, you will never provide liquidity to the liquidity provider, but you take the liquidity in your account. Okay, this is what I do. I take a very smaller risk, bigger win, so that over the long term I'm consistently profitable. All right, all my strategy I use based on liquidity, so that I can use the liquidity to bring the liquidity into the account rather than giving up to the liquidity. If you are not making money in trading, then I would recommend you to look at your account. I can, without looking at your account, I know that you have a lot of winning trades, but all are smaller. You have only few losing trade with bigger loss that has given you everything away from your account. So if you are taking a smaller profit just to feel good about and taking a bigger loss, then I will recommend you to rethink, because as a trader, no matter you are trading your own fund or someone else's fund, you must be able to know how trading works. And this is my goal here, is to convey this message, because I was in the position many of you currently, consistently losing money, not finding any way to find a strategy, until I realized that actually what I'm doing is just I need to flip the other way around. That means that I was taking a smaller win, bigger loss, and then I started to take the bigger win, smaller loss, and my trading account became completely the other way around. All right, so let's keep doing that, and let me know if you are with me, having another opportunity waiting for. Now GJ, you can see this is where the price, GBP JPY, you can see this is the trend. This is what I was talking about a couple of minutes ago. To trade with the trend, you need to look for the market to give you the trade in the direction of the trend, and then wait for the price to grab liquidity before triggering that buy or sell. Now GJ, 4-hour candle close to it a doji. Look, I will be interested on GJ if it is hitting that level. The market structure is very cleanly bearish, so we'll be waiting for that, for the price to reach that zone. This is a very important area of value. Understanding area of value will give you a big freedom in trading, because when you understand the area of value, you actually understand the liquidity zone. This move here on GJ is a very important level. and at any point we can expect for GBP JPY to go back up to retest and then to go back up. If it is not going back up here, then we might see after dropping down here again going back up. So that's how the market fundamentally moves. So because it needs liquidity. So GJ will be waiting for that level to be hit and to retest. And let me see in the meantime what's happening with gold. We see a candle closed. There's a double top here. Still not very impressively bearish. Okay, yeah, so this is how the, when you know that how the market moves, you started to make money in autopilot. So that's how the trading. Make 5,000 from your started trade. Thank you, coach. Forex extreme trading, well done. Yeah, that's what, this is what we are doing here, helping traders to make money, to be profitable. So make sure that you made 5,000. Very good. Well done. And today we want to do it consistently. Your main goal is whatever you are making, make sure that you also hold on your account. It is also important that trade with a regulated broker, guys. When you are profitable, see, when you are losing money, you can trade with any broker, because every broker wants you to will be happy if you lose money. But if you are making profit, then you must trade with a broker that you can trust, and that's also I emphasize a lot. All right, that's why I'm very choosy about using my own broker as well. I use a broker that I can trust, that everyone can trust, no doubt about it. So I have shared a link in the description, and I can give you a link in the live chat. You can use that link if you want to use the broker that I'm trading. So I have shared the link in the live chat. Also, you can find a link in the description. You can use that broker. You can do a little bit of research and then see if you find it comfortable. Use that link to register and then to start trading with a regulated broker. So morning, coach. God bless and have a nice day. Dollar yen analysis will be appreciated. Okay, yeah, we'll be looking at that. Dollar yen also very important pair, Patrick. Just gold, again, still dollar yen. Now we are currently only USDC NHS, dollar yen, and other yen pairs. We have closed with little profit because we saw the market sentiment was changing. We had a massive win on gold, and USDC NHS is running on. Yes, Fred, USDC NHS also going the way we expected, and I am holding that, and I'm very pretty confident that this trade also will work out. We had a 5% profit target on that. Hello sir, please update today on gold. Yeah, we are discussing on gold and other pairs. Team, yes, I'm also waiting as a trader. This is the main goal here. We wait for an entry for a better entry. Now gold, the way it is forming here, it may continue to drop from here, or it might have another upside, which I'm expecting to have another upside here, and then to give us that that entry. Okay, so here this is a channel. This market is still locally bullish. All right, so it might even break any of this swing high. all right, which is possible to happen. And before we go to that trade, let's also analyze the one that we had open yesterday, the big one. Many of you have enjoyed that. So let me tell you what I thought in that time. Yeah, definitely I believe that will also help you. Now, if you look at that zone, all right, now let me replay the chart. This is a live trade, by the way, in our New York session. This is a live trade, and some of you may have watched that live trade. Also, I have sent out to the VIP group also. That's a I gained 3.2% on that. So 3.2% is 3.2 to 1 reward to risk. Now, what did I looked at in that trade? All right, this is what we were talking about during that live session. I could wait for the price to reach that far, but it didn't go there, right? I have taken a bit earlier entry, but it wasn't earlier entry, it was the right entry. So what point that I looked at, that information can be transferred. So let's understand together what made me to take that trade. Now, you have seen my previous analysis. If you look at the daily chart on gold, this is today's candle, but yesterday it was here, right? That's a massive rejection from this level. Now, when you see this kind of massive rejection, it's not gonna go back up again immediately, because also it's bringing out to the answer of the question that many of you asked yesterday, also today, that why did gold drop that far, right? Which is absolutely an important question, right? Why did gold drop that far, and why did I trade it from that? These are the two questions, right? First of all, let's go to the fundamental. This is the market opening. Why did that move happen? What's the reason behind it? You might say, okay, why do I need to know? I just need to trade and make money, right? But in essence, that who is successful trader? Who has the intellectual curiosity. If you look at the school children, let's say year 1, year 2, you'll see that in the school only couple of, maybe out of 50 students, maybe 1, 2, 3 are very curious, and they do very good at school everywhere, and they become very excellent. Either they are getting a good result or no, they are intelligent, we say that. Why? Because they are very curious. Now, if you are in trading, you know that 90% trader fails, so only out of 10, 1 become profitable. So if you want to play like ordinary, then you're gonna keep losing. So you need to use the mind to think and to be curious in this game of trading, right? So intellectual curiosity makes a trader very successful. Now, if you apply that curiosity, why did that price slip that way? Very simple. This is where you'll understand how the mechanism of the market works. Imagine that before slipping that far, what happened? The price reached that all-time high, right? This is a level 2000, I believe that 2080 level. Yeah, this is what in the history of gold the price reached that far, right? Now, what is above that level? What is above that level? Because the price has gone up that far, means that buying happened, right? There has been buyer. Who bought from this no man's land? That's the question, right? Because to move that much far, there has to be big buyer in that area. So who bought in this no man's land? This is a scary land. No one wants to buy. If no one wants to buy there, then how did that price has gone that far? What could be the reason? That's the curiosity. That's the question that need to answer to understand why that price has gone that far and then has now trending to the downside, right? Now this is the question from me to you as well. There isn't that buyer for this zone to go up, but why did that price has gone up if there isn't that many buyers there? So let me know your answer, then I will be clarifying why that price has gone that far. In the meantime, let me see what's happening here on gold, and then we'll come back to that. I want to see your opinion on that. So here we see that gold in that zone, it is now forming another reversal pattern, but very highly likely that we should see 20, 27, 26 level to be retested, or if we see before that a very impressive bearish price action, then only will be selling at the moment. Okay, good morning boss man, thanks for our good work. Please, what's going on with NAS100? Yeah, we'll be looking at that, ma'am. Thank you. Is there a correlation between gold and GBP JPY? There isn't any direct correlation, but as normally when gold drops, GJ also drops, but not always, because gold is mostly, you know, it's almost in the same direction as GBP. I'm sell for 100 US100. Yeah, so I want to learn the strategy. How can I join short gaming? Okay, so you can join today. Couple of spots available. You can find the coupon link, and at the top of this chat there's a website. There's a website link where you can use that link to click the website and then visit the website and click join now button. Use that coupon. Only few spots available currently to join the lifetime access. Use that link and then visit the website, click join now button before it is ending. So the coupon has limited number of entries, so you can use that. Good morning. Good morning AUDUSD. Liquidity grab. Hello, well done. Muhammad Yusuf. Yes, it was a good one. Let's keep this kind of trade on, but I want to pick another one. I'm expecting it to go back up to this resistance, and then we will be moving that zone. Okay, okay, so here this this move, it is still in a bullish channel. All right, and from that bullish channel you can expect it to bounce. Now going back to our trade on yesterday, so if you look at here, you can see that this is where this move on gold, that where I have opened that trade, is where there is a daily, this is the daily resistance level, and as this price is in a very strong downtrend, the price has reached to that level where there is daily resistance, the major trend is down, and we found that point where we can expect for the price to revert back to the direction. Okay, so now we see the same pattern is being repeated. I want to see that first of all it has been able to break that high, and then we can look for another entry opportunity. So the answer is that institutional traders bought gold 2075 level. That is why it has gone that much up. So if institutional traders bought gold that high, then why did now it has dropped? Because institutional trader doesn't trade very short term. Most of them trade for long term. Okay, so even if they trade short term, institutional trader doesn't trade in a no man's land. All right, I'll explain what the reason that happened. But if you look at, let me bring that point clarification. Now when this is 2076, this is the level, is an all-time high, right? And this March move is an extension. So why did that far gold has gone? Okay, so bringing to that point, above this level the gold price will move for two reasons. Mainly, why did gold has gone up? Because there is a buying happen, right? Now this is where the concept of liquidity comes in play. Now if you look at, let's say you short this market from here, stop loss above this high and TP target here, right? So when you sell, all right, when you sell, you also a buyer. Try to understand, when you are a seller, at the same time you are also a buyer. How does it work? Imagine that you place an order in the market, a sell order. You told your broker that I am selling, and you thought that you are only a seller, but you gave two orders to the broker, not one. All right, you gave two orders. You said that in this level I'm going to sell, but in case this price go to this level, then I'm gonna buy. So when you sell, your sell order is a sell order, but your stop loss is a buy order. Try to understand. This will change your perspective as a trader completely. So when you place a sell order, your stop loss is a buy order. So you told your broker not only to give you a sell, but also give you a buy, right? So that means that you said that, okay, this is the level that I will be selling, but in case if the price goes there, then I will be buying. So what happened is that when this price went there, also another way to think is, when you close a sell order, then you place a buy order. Because when you are closing a sell order, someone on the other side needs to take that sell order, someone on the other side need to buy it. And when the price reach that zone, a lot of people's stop loss has been hit in that zone. There is only the stop loss in that area for those who sold this market, and that stop loss is a buy order, because all those sell order turn into a buy order. And because of those orders being triggered in that zone, that huge volume, that price has gone suddenly a big impulse to the upside. You might say, okay, then why it is not going far? Because as soon as all those order is being triggered, then what are the next move? Next move is some enthusiastic trader will buy from that top. So mixing together, the price had a sudden move, and when the fuel is ended, this price reversed. Now there is no buyer because all that been scared, and when the price is reached that far, institutional traders sold that market. You see, they will not buy from here, not at all, for a bigger term. They sold from that level because this extension is an optimistic extension that they know that, and that is why this market is trending, right? Keep in mind that when institutional trader buy or sell, the market will trend. The market will not go like that. When the market goes like this, that's majority of the time manipulation. The actual market that trends, this is the healthy market that institutional buyers buy or sell. Why? Because the market trending means that there is a selling and then profit taking, and then there is a selling and then profit taking, and then there is a selling and then profit taking. Okay, so which is a healthy market, right? Everyone wants to do that. Do you want to do a job that you will not take any payout, just want to do the job? If you do that, that's not healthy, right? At some point you're gonna break down. But if you do a healthy job, you go, you take time off, you take salary, and then you go, you take time off, which is a healthy way to do something. So now when gold is coming down, now it is a healthy market trend, which is now trending to the downside, and it has gone up that far now. Let me see if there is any entry for us at the moment. delete that here. Okay, so we need to see that bounce, which is essential. As you know that there is a GBP news coming later today, and that could be so these are some of the daily, this is the daily resistance level here. Need to see that penetration. Price in a level where okay, so I'll be opening short on gold from this level, stop loss above this high, and I'll be targeting here again 3 to 1 risk to reward. So the stop loss at 2028.86. I'll keep my TP target open at the moment. First I want to make sure that, okay, so let me delete that here. So I'm sell on gold from this level. Okay, so here what I'm expecting for the price to have that rejection, right? I'll explain why I have opened that. Now if the market trend is changing from that zone, which is probability to happen, now if you look at the 15 minutes where okay, so in that zone price has reached a very important liquidity area. All right, so we'll keep running here. All right, I'm expecting for the price to break to the downside from this level, as it has reached a very important level here. From the 1 hour chart we see the market is potentially overextended, and any kind of break will be appreciated. All right, so let the market to do the job here. We need to see that it's been able to break to the downside. Now the strategy that I am trading currently, I am also teaching to the members. If you want to learn the strategy that I am trading gold, there is a saying that, you know, teach a man how to fish, he will feed himself for the rest of the life. So I don't, you know, recommend you to rely on the trade that I am giving, but to learn the trade, how to trade. Okay, so this is what I'm doing currently. Guys, if you want to learn the strategy that I'm trading and also be part of our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, you can find a link for only few spots available currently. You can join today using that coupon. There is an additional discount just so that it becomes quickly filled, because I have only few spots to take. Use that coupon to join us to learn the strategy and to be part of Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So I can share you the coupon so that you can have access to it. So this is the coupon. Once you visit the website, just click join now button, then you will be able to join and be part of this trading community. So yesterday we had a massive winner from here. Even if this one in case not going in our favor, that's fine. We have taken the trade. Our job is to do the risk management, taking the trade, and the rest we need to leave on the market to do its job as well. So if the market managed to break from this level, then we should see another winner. The way I see that there is potential for dropping, we see some kind of rejection from the top. And let me know, guys, if you are enjoying. Make sure you join the free Telegram channel for all the updates that we are posting. Also, let me share with you the free Telegram channel link. The free Telegram channel link also you can find in the description of this video. This is where you will be learning the real trading, the smart money trading strategy. We see that primary rejection that I'm expecting to drop from this level. If you look at the 15 minutes chart where the market is currently extremely overextended, okay, so if it breaks down from here, then we should see another massive winner. Let's see. This is a very important liquidity zone. As the price moves from liquidity to liquidity, then we should see that further downside. Now how do the the smart money traders trade based on liquidity. Fortunately, I had a rare experience to trade with smart money traders. I have traded with some of the greatest trader you can find out there, and I have seen by my own eyes how they trade, what actually they look at in the market. And also, I had a mentor when I began my trading who had an extensive experience in looking at the market, the retail traders behavior in the market, which is in fact, when you look at how the retail trader think or trade for a long time, you will understand their sentiment, their trading behavior. And I learned from him actually, in fact, how the retail trader trades. And then it becomes much easier for you to trade. Just do the opposite, right? Retail trader take a smaller profit, take bigger loss. Just do the opposite, right? Take a bigger win, take a smaller loss. Now here is we want to see that the market not being able to blow out from this level. If you look at the 1 hour chart, where I see that this market is currently very overextended to the upside. All right, so here 30 minutes, let me see that 30 minutes candle. There is a middleman on 30 minutes, but I think that because it's on a liquidity zone, if this one is even breaking, we have enough space here. So the stop loss that I used on the trade is only 30 people. Okay, this is how I trade. A very smaller stop loss is very important for me to keep the risk in limit. Now this 15 minutes, you can see if this one have only 6 minutes to go, this one is not in being able to create a new higher high. We should see that this structure became fragile, and we could see a breakdown from that. All right, so this market now here, this zone here above this level is very fragile, and we want to see that it's broken down to that level. In the last moment, we want to see that the bulls not being able to, even if it is breaking that high, should be fine. We have bigger stop loss. Now in the in that zone where this is a level where there was a manipulation. Okay, so that is where we can expect for another rejection, because this is the level that you have seen yesterday. There was a huge manipulation during the news, and if the market not being able to create a new higher high, then we could see that downside momentum from that level. And with that said, guys, make sure that you are not risking the whole capital that you have, but tiny risk is the key to be successful as a trader. And see how it's going. Does be quick liquidity signal. Okay, so broke does big week up liquidity signal that it will drop? Very good question. I'll be in detail and discussing on that. TP level. So the TP level is at 2016.77, which is set. We might adjust if needed, but at the moment TP level at 2016.77. I need to set it on my account as well. Okay, so now coming to the question that Brooke asked is, does the long wick at the top represents that liquidity? Okay, always a long wick doesn't mean represent liquidity. I had a dedicated video, I think a couple of weeks ago, I had posted on the YouTube. You can watch that. I will create another one. So always long wick doesn't represent liquidity. Let me tell you why. First of all, why does the long wick, what does the long wick represents in fact in the first place? Long wick represents two things. One thing, it could be a pullback. The other thing, it could be a rejection. Now if it is a pullback candle with a long wick, that doesn't give you the surety of liquidity grab. But if it is a rejection but from a liquidity zone, this is where liquidity grab happen. Now how do you know that it's from liquidity zone? Okay, now to know that, if you already in the academy, you know that we did quite a few workshop, and in our Zoom classes, this is what I try to explain to you, how to finding the liquidity zone. So when you see that liquidity zone, then wait for the price to go to that liquidity zone, and that's not all. Wait for that liquidity zone to be created and then get strongly rejected from that liquidity zone, and then to find that entry opportunity. So just to recap, long wick doesn't represent always the liquidity, but when you see that long wick candle from a liquidity zone, this is where it is liquidity grab. All right, so we see that you can see this is also a liquidity zone. Now this is a live session, as I mentioned. It takes a little bit of time. That's why I do the series of quite a few Zoom classes, because you need to dedicate yourself some time, guys. Trading is not definitely a one-day job. Okay, it's a long-term game, but it's a freedom. As I mentioned before, it's a freedom, so that you can bring that into your table. So you see that here, this is some kind of consolidation. What I think that it's a sign of drop down. Let me see the 15 minutes close with a long narrow candle, which is a good news, a potential for downside. And if you look at the 4 hour, where there is a potential for downside. Looking at the 1 hour also, so there is a potential for downside. With the 5 minutes, okay, so a bearish candle, which is kind of good news potentially, and don't double up. Okay, thinking that okay, coach is very confident, let's double up, triple up. No, I don't recommend to double up any position, but doing the risk management, trading with patience is the key. Okay, are you struggling to keep patience in trading? Let me know. I did that too. Okay, if you say or don't say, I really relate myself with that, because you know, I remember every memory that I had when I begin my trading. It's not an easy task, I know that, but over time you can do it. All right, you can do that. You can bring that patience into you. So there are some techniques that you can apply to also develop patience. US30. Okay, so looking at let gold run. Let me look at the Nasdaq and US30. Okay, Nasdaq is forming this is a big bull move on Nasdaq so far on the 4-hour we see. So if you look at the daily, this is a long-term bullish market, but if you look at the 4-hour, that's a big move. I think it's gonna come down for a deeper pullback on the lower time frame. So if you look at the 1-hour, you can see that it also overextended in one direction. Okay, so on Nasdaq, and with that overextension, I think that Nasdaq might be coming down for a deeper pullback. If you are trading on the lower time frame, that I would say that we might see another narrow liquidity gap just to test this level, and then we might see that Nasdaq is dropping down to that level. But don't guess, because the market structure is still bullish. If we change the trend, then we will be looking to sell. Okay, going back to gold again. Now coming to the point where one of you asked a very important question, that how to know a market changes trend, or how to trade based on the trend, right? When to know that the market changes trend, and then you should take the sell or buy based on the against the trend. Now you see this market is trending, right? Now this trade that I have taken based on the change of trend. So if you know where is the supply and demand zone, and then wait for the price to exceed that level, that supply and demand zone, and then you need to wait for further confirmation that the market grab that liquidity. Now let's move in the direction. Okay, so that's how to understand the change of trend, because when you see a market form a head and shoulder, it doesn't guarantee that it's changing its trend. You need to wait for that head and shoulder to be validated by retesting liquidity grab and then trending in the direction. Okay, so that's how you can understand a change of trend. Okay, so here a 5 minutes candle closed again in this area. You see it is forming a head and shoulder with a multiple liquidity gap, which is very highly likely we could see slowly melting down, which is our direction. Guys, make sure you smashing the like button. All right, and did you subscribe to the channel? So this is a 2 seconds quietness or pause. Everyone have time to smash the like button, and also you see the small subscribe button, press it. That will give you a lot of values from this channel. Done. Well done. I'm back. Okay, so now here is, we want to see that finally this structure is not being able to retain, which is moving back down here. I also want to know, you guys, do you think that gold will drop or you are bullish? Well done, well done. I want to know how do you, it doesn't differentiate if your account has an USD or anything, you can buy the same way. What do you mean that question? Oh guys, thank you, Brian. Well done. Okay, so Josh think that drop. Okay, so we see quite a few drop. Let's see. Bernard bullish. Okay. Arun down. Okay. Anyone different opinion? Appreciate it. It's going to drop. Okay, Felix down. Okay. Are there any paid classes to learn? What will be the timing of classes as per Justed? Yes, if you are our member, then you can access all the classes, right? Zoom classes, as well as I'm sharing all my trade to the VIP group. You can access all of them, so you can join today. Link below this video in the description. Once you visit the website, so the mentorship website, let me give you, and also let me give you the coupon of the NFP so that you can have a special discount. Couple of spots available, and once they are filled, we might again stop taking members. So I have shared the mentorships website. Once you are on the website, use that coupon, which is only limited number of entry. So once the everyone is taken, it might be not be available anymore. So you can use it now to join us to be part of trading community, where I do share all my entry, stop loss, take profit, target, all my trade, and as well as you can learn the strategy that I'm trading and be part of this trading community. So let me see here where this move, what I think that it's an overextension. Okay, so here we see a bit more long wick, which is good. The buyer's not getting enough strength. So last moment to candle close 1 hour candle. All right, so we are nearly our entry. Prices form a head and shoulder in an important liquidity zone. The expectation is to break down. So another 15 minutes candle, we see that back to back 3 15 minutes candle form series of lower high in that liquidity zone. So the chances for coming down is high, but always, as I mentioned, be cautious about risk, and doing the risk management is the key. So here, it is not unusual to see that it just has gathered big liquidity before breaking down, which is less likely, but it happens in the market all the time. So in the last moment there is a bounce. Okay, the structure for me is, so there is a rejection coming up, okay, which is good. Guys, are you enjoying? Let me know. I want to see how many of you on this trade also. And if you're enjoying, let me know by smashing the like button and also by hitting that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. And okay, I thought that the ones you okay, so here so this 1 hour candle, okay, closing in 1 minute, which eventually for me very overextended to the upside. Keeping eye is very important. So last 3 5 minutes candle which has formed is also I also still don't see very strong buying pressure. Instead, from this level expecting to reject, or in worst case we could see double top, but still we have a gap here. So 1 hour closed, and with that 1 hour candle closed, there is a 1 hour middleman and that candle. Okay, so let's see now if we can see that rejection forming the double top. Now if it is getting rejected, this is a huge move to the liquidity zone. Let's count on it, guys. From this zone, if it start to move down, that's gonna drop a lot. So it might consolidate a little bit here. Yeah. Let the market do its job. It will fluctuate a little bit this way and that way. Okay, that's a big manipulation. So from that zone, wanna see how far it goes up. So if this one is the last move, then with the last moments clearing. Okay, so now this is for me a complete overextension. It's kind of this is a very important level here. So for me, it's a last moment clearing. Very high chance that we could see that rejection after this second step liquidity gap. This is the first step, this is the second step. So this was a big rejection from that liquidity zone. Second step has gone up further. So the only need to make sure that it's closing below this level. Okay, so let the market do the job. Let me see the GJ. Okay, that's a big drop on GBP JPY. So from that level, it didn't go up for bigger liquidity. Instead, we saw that GJ had a big rejection from that level. So that's that GBP as news is coming. GBP USD also showing very sharp bearish price action. If we look at the euro dollar, also showing potentially bearish price action, so which is a very sharp bearish movement on all of them. So JPY, it's still getting stronger. If we look at dollar yen, just it is moving in a sideways. Okay, so gold for me, it's in the last moment. So there is a 5 minutes candle closed. Okay, now this market is overextended above the liquidity zone. We can expect a big rejection will give us possibility to change the trend from this zone. Okay, so let the market do the job. Cannot force the market to do what we want to do, but we can do the risk management, wait for the price to give us the entry that we are looking for. So in the meantime, okay guys, I hope that you are enjoying the live session. If you're enjoying, let me know by liking that stream and also smashing the subscribe button. Okay. Okay, sell. Okay, awesome, thank you. Market structure change now. Dollar yen, next resistance is 2030 level. Yeah, so I'm not expecting it to go that far, okay, for that next resistance. So this market is you see already very overextended above that liquidity zone. And now if it wants, you see this is where it should be stopping here. Now this is an overextension, so if it needs a very high liquidity, then you will not be able to say it not to do that. But okay, so it's in a very no man's land. But I believe there's a last moment clearing. So once it will get rejected like yesterday, we should see that bigger drop, because this level 2026-27 is in fact a very important zone here. And above this level there was a manipulation yesterday where there is a high liquidity in that zone. Okay, so now if we want to yeah, so we will be holding. I'm still and expecting this price to revert back, which is we see some kind of rejection coming. Okay, let's see how this candle is closing on the 5 minutes. So we see some kind of long wick candle. Okay, once it's got rejected, we should see that movement. I don't see bigger reason for further upside unless it's gonna hit that, you know, daily resistance. Already it reached a very important level to the daily resistance level, and for me it's now very overextended. Okay, so if it get rejected from here, we should see that movement. It's a very extremely overextended market at the moment. Okay, so there is a doji has been formed, and this candle, now the one that is on the 5 minutes, you want to see that it's confining in that area, will give a very high probability for further drop. So guys, join the free Telegram channel, link in the description, and also you can find I can share you with the link in the live chat. So any trade if we run even after the live session, I will be keeping you updated on the free Telegram channel. So I have shared the free Telegram channel link in the description. So here this is an extreme overextension, and even if we see this kind of bearish engulfer here, which we could eventually see on the 5 minutes, that drag that price in that direction. For me, gold in a very important level where there is a overextension. So let's see this candle is closing in that zone with a narrower. So far we see there isn't much big move. Okay, so a doji on 5 minutes is a very good deceleration candle from the top, and I believe that you are enjoying the live session. We see that reversal back from the zone. Now the price in a level where very crucial zone. $15 minutes. If the price is hitting that resistance in that move, okay, I think that that's the end. We should see that reversal from that zone. It has gathered a huge you see above this level there was a stop loss, and then there is another one, then another one. So this is a couple of times we said that extension in that zone. So yeah, we can expect now in that direction. So I will keep that trade entry exactly as it is. As guys, there is a NFP, okay, and I hope that you enjoying this live session and this channel. As we did up NFP, if you want to be part of Forex Trading Wizard Academy, you can join today. Link below this video in the description. Couple of spots available where you can be part of trading community by joining using the link in the description. And the way I see price action, very high probability that we could see drop, and I will keep running the trade for full TP. In case if I am doing any update, I will let you know in the free Telegram channel. As with the progression of this session, I will keep trading, looking for more trades, and as I will be diving also into our next session in NFP time. Today also there is ADP non-farm I think employment change, what is coming up. So there is ADP non-farm employment change coming up later today. We'll be covering on that, so stay tuned. The way I see price action here, a very high probability to drop, but I will not double up the position. Definitely will keep looking for that breakdown. And until that, guys, stay well, stay happy. I'll see you in the next live. Stay subscribed and press the bell notification for any update and anything that we are posting. Until that, thank you, and I'll see you very soon in the next live.